settle in. Best of 7 to represent the West in the NBA Finals.
Shea, congratulations. You are the Kia NBA Most Valuable Player.
Knowing that Shea had got that award and any part of tonight feel personal.
Yeah, for sure.
Wembanyama rolls to the bench. Okay. 5-on-4. Wemby's going to pull a deep 3.
Victor Wembanyama, are you kidding me?
He's unbelievable, folks. He's unbelievable.
He really was unbelievable in Game 1. Let's start on defense. He held the Thunder to 2 of 8 shooting as the contesting defender in Game 1, and he's held opponents to just 26% shooting as the contesting primary defender this postseason. And if that's not enough, right, he became the first Spurs player with multiple game-tying or go-ahead field goals in the final 30 seconds of the fourth quarter and overtime in a playoff game since your former teammate, Kawhi Leonard. That was in 2017. And not only did he have that shot heard around the world, that was the longest of his career, but it was also the longest made shot in overtime on the road against the Thunder since Steph Curry, the double bang. Here's Keldon Johnson on Wemby's impact. He sums it up well.
Yeah, I mean, Vic's growing each and every day. It's great to have him as a vocal leader. You know, his game will take care of itself on the basketball court. I feel like Vic is amazing, best player in the world. But I feel like his vocal leadership has been amazing for us as well. He tells us what he sees, the things that he like and don't like.
I love that some of Victor's sentiment is, we can't get too high. We get just one game at a time. And his teammates are like, nah, he's the best player in the world. Like, we're there, already there. But when you become the youngest player with 40 points and 20 rebounds in a playoff game, Perk, you earn that sort of praise. And we had a spirited conversation. Is your shirt good? Are we clean?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, we're good.
You lose weight over, you're getting slim.
Right. We had a spirited conversation here yesterday, Perk, about how the Thunder should adjust to guarding Victor Wembanyama. Brian said he actually thought the Thunder did a pretty good job. What say you?
A pretty good job at what? At what, Wendy?
9 of 19, 27 points in regulation. You can survive that.
They didn't. And let me keep it a buck. It's time for Chet, home Greg. Take that graphic down.
Look at that points per play. Why are you ignoring that?
Take that graphic down.
Don't take it down. Leave it up.
Yeah, because in the crucial times,
we appreciate your efforts.
In crucial times, guess what? When they had Caruso and J-Dub on them, guess what Wemby did? Offensive rebound, putback. And
I agree.
My thing is, we know that it's been beef there between Chet and Wemby. Only problem is one guy ready to make hamburgers and the other guy's ready to serve the plates. Right now, when are you going to come with it, Chet? The dude has a real hatred for you. He hates you. He don't like anything about you. You know this. You're 7-1. This is at your crib, dog. There's no excuses. I don't want to see Alex Caruso. I don't want to see J-Dub. I don't want to see Luke Doris. I don't want to see none of that. I want to see Chet Holmgren take it personal. Because when I used to play with Paul Pierce and we was matching up with LeBron James, he used to tell Tony Allen to move out the way. I got him. He gonna have to bust my head to the white meat. I watched Paul Pierce tell Tony Allen in the NBA Finals, move out the way. I got cold. KG tried to fight me at one point to guard Paul Gasol. If you're great and you're standing on business,
Victor
and
Wembanyama had 41 points and 24 rebounds on Monday
that's looking
in the
at
Spurs
you.
Game 1 win in Oklahoma City.
And
in so doing,
it's your crib. Unacceptable, dog. This is all on Chet. This got to come from within him.
So that you're talking like a player, and I respect it. From a strategy standpoint, having Chet as the backup help defender might be the better way to go. It might be the better way to go because Wemby's too good. You're not going to be able to handle him one-on-one.
Yesterday I was with Perk, and today I see Wendy's point of view. There's a middle ground here. We can kind of get both. Because it did work. Alex Caruso was a great defender, so was J-Dub. And then we have some clips to show. Early on, he's keeping him away from the basket, making him catch out high, giving him physicality, making him, kind of pushing him around the basket, feeling him, touching him, fronting him, which didn't work later on, but getting some steals, causing some havoc, getting, out and running, where they can get some transition baskets, Perk. Again, here, touching him, being physical, making him play on the perimeter some.
Right.
Alex Caruso in the shift, Fronting Wemby, got two guys, give him some body. Make sure he's there. Fronting him some, got two guys available, waiting to box him out so he doesn't get on the glass. Some of those things work early on.
With the wink for a little soft.
Yeah, a little wink. So Alex Caruso's not a bad defender. He's a good defender, and it helps. But any superstar, you can't give him a steady diet of the same thing. Because over time, Wemby figured it out. Got dunks ducked in. So you got to mix it up. And I think Isaiah Hartenstein could help some. And then Chet also has to be on him as well.
But when you put Caruso on him to avoid the catch, right? Like, that's what you're trying to do. Once he's got it, then that's when maybe you need the help defender. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the great Shaquille O'Neal said at one point, yeah, you could bang with me in the first quarter. You could bang with me in the second quarter. You could even bang with me in the third quarter. But come fourth, I got you. And that's all those clips you showed was in the first half. And what happened in the second half? We kept saying, well, damn, he got another dunk. Damn, he got another offensive rebound. Oh, he just snatched the screws out because you just tried to bring Chet over and he ended up getting an and one and yelling in his damn face in the fourth quarter.
So you want to see more Chet.
I want to see it, Malika.
You want to see more Chet. I'm curious whether they actually go to a single big lineup. I'm curious whether Mark Daigneault changes his lineup. We're not going to know until the absolute last second. But I'm also curious if we're going to see any lineup changes for the San Antonio Spurs if they get De'Aaron Fox back. That is a huge story that's hanging over this series. He didn't play, of course, in game one. He had that ankle injury. Let's get an injury update before we continue this discussion. Shams is here. Shams, what can you tell us about his status tonight?
Look, I'm told what De'Aaron Fox is dealing with is a high right ankle sprain. He will be a game-time decision tonight in Game 2. The Spurs are going to allow De'Aaron Fox to get to the arena, see how his body feels. He's been undergoing treatment last night, all day so far today. He's been dealing with some swelling, stiffness in that ankle. He suffered this injury during the Minnesota Timberwolves series. He was listed questionable. He actually played through it before being ruled out in Game 1. So how much do the Spurs consider, because they won Game 1, his status tonight being more cautious? We'll see tonight, closer to tip.
All right, so he is a game-time decision.
Here we go. Game 1, best of 7. Cavs right now in complete control, and they have stunned this Garden crowd. The Brunson burner has been lit. The run has arrived in the form of Jalen Brunson. We go to overtime. One of the greatest comebacks in NBA playoff history. Down 22 with 7.5 to go. Knicks take game 1 behind the brilliance of Jalen Brunson.
The Knicks trailed the Cavs by 22 points almost halfway through the fourth quarter. Game over, right? Nah. Jalen Brunson went off, going right at James Harden, scoring 11 straight points to spark the comeback. And when it was over, the Knicks outscored Cleveland 44-11 to finish the game in a shocking 115-104 overtime win. Jalen Brunson here talking about learning from a win, new on SportsCenter.
I think a lot of people, when they watch film after a loss, you learn a lot. I think you can still learn from a win as well. Obviously, you're very thankful that you got the win, but there's clearly things that we need to work on to be better and not be in the position we were in. So it's definitely a lot you can learn, always.
All right, let's do it again. Game 2, Eastern.